Hi guys, it's Mrs. Voss from the Stonegate Art Room. It's African American History Month, and today we want to celebrate the important contributions of some of our most revered African American artists. Against all odds, African American artists have broken color barriers as well as gender barriers from the early years of our nation's history. Artists like Edmonia Lewis and Henry Ossawa Tanner were highly acclaimed in Europe as well as America for their remarkable talents in the late 1800s. Folk artists like Clementine Hunter, Horace Pippin, and Bill Traylor never had the chance to attend art school, but they captured the African American story during Reconstruction and beyond with their almost childlike style of painting and drawing. Some artists started in public education and taught students like you. Alma Woodsey Thomas was an art teacher for 38 years in the Washington, D.C. public schools before she became one of the most important abstract expressionists in the American art world. Although many African American artists continue to be influenced by the European styles of art, some, like expressionist painter William H. Johnson, developed a distinctive style all his own. William H. Johnson produced hundreds of important works over a decades-long career. During the 1920s, the Harlem Renaissance occurred in New York City. The Harlem Renaissance was a time of intense creativity and appreciation for the African American heritage. During the Harlem Renaissance, artist Augustus Savage and others fought for equal rights for African American artists. She taught many influential artists, including Jacob Lawrence. Jacob Lawrence is one of our most well-known African American artists. He used a style he called dynamic cubism to tell the story of African American history, as well as the struggles that African Americans faced during his lifetime. Romare Bearden was also influenced by the Harlem Renaissance. He grew up among the musicians, poets, and artists of the time, and his creative paintings and collages often focus on musicians and jazz music. Activism became increasingly important to African American artists during the Civil Rights Movement. Even though many in the art world were apolitical at the time, artists like Betty Sayre and Faith Ringgold fought for equal rights of all people using their art, as did photographer Gordon Parks. He showed America the difficulties that African American citizens faced because of racism and poverty. Throughout the 1900s and even still today, the struggle continues for equality and fair representation for African American artists. Painters like Basquiat spoke out through powerful, symbolic art, while other artists like Harry James Marshall and Kehinde Wiley challenged the European art traditions and theories of the past. African American artists are unique and diverse, and we celebrate their vital contributions to the world of art today and every day. So keep learning about all kinds of art and all kinds of artists so you can see the world from different perspectives. You will learn so much, and your life will only be richer for it. Well, I hope you enjoyed our video today. To learn more about amazing African American artists, you can check out these titles and more at your school and local library. So long from the Stonegate Art Room.